When it comes to hitting every one of these golf clubs in our bag, the one thing that confuses a lot of people is the distance that they should stand from the golf ball, and also the distance that the golf ball should go. So as we've discussed, a shorter golf club with more angle should go shorter and higher. A club that has a little bit more length and a little bit less loft should go further. So what I'm going to demonstrate first of all is what we've talked about is once I take my setup, once I have slight flex, once I have slight hinge, my arms will typically always hang in the same place. So the demonstration that I'm going to show you now is how all of this ties in together. So the first club that I will take over here is my sand wedge. So I'm going to go through the process. I'm going to first of all just allow the club to rest naturally, and you can see that when I stand over here, my arms hang in the same place, and this is where I would hold this club. Now before hitting the shot, I'm going to go and take my 7-iron over here, which we can see is a good 2 inches longer. So when I take my setup with the 7-iron, I'm just going to allow the length of the club to rest a little bit further away from me. You can see that my posture hasn't changed, and if I put my sand wedge back in my hands over here, this is where I'd hold it. So I haven't had to stretch further, I haven't had to move away. This is where I'd hold my sand wedge, this is where I'd hold my 7-iron. If I go ahead and grab a 4-iron, I'm going to stand a little bit further away. Again, a good gauge for you is maybe if I've got 2 inches further over here, I'll step back 2 inches further back and it'll still feel comfortable. So if we look here, here's where I'd hold my sand wedge. Here's where I'd hold my 7-iron. Here's where I'm going to hold my 4-iron. I didn't change my body, I'm just allowing the length of the club to either rest a little bit closer to me or further away from me. So let's hit a couple of shots now, because again, what people will do with that longer club, based on its length, will try and hit it further. They're thinking, I've got a 4-iron, I'm going to try and get this ball up into the air, I'm going to swing harder at it. So I'm going to hit 4 shots here to demonstrate 4 different shots with different clubs, but same tempo. So here I go with my sand wedge, nice and comfortable over the golf ball. Easy swing, that's gone. My distance for a 54-degree sand wedge will be about 100 meters. Then I'll grab my 7-iron, set up, feel like the club is resting a little bit further away from my body, exactly the same movement. I'm going to grab my 4-iron now. Same setup, club resting a little bit further away from me. And now I'm going to grab my driver, I'm going to tee it up. And again, just to demonstrate, I'm going to stand in the same sort of posture, but this club being so much longer than these other ones is just going to appear that it is resting further away from me. My posture hasn't changed, same swing. And you can just see that the tempo doesn't actually change. The length of the club is what creates more arc. As I come through, that longer arc creates a little bit more acceleration coming down, and that's how I approach these shots.